The wettest June on record has seen homes flooded, outdoor events cancelled and disruption on the roads. But those aren't the only problems caused by the rainy weather.
Yes, pest controllers are warning that the downpours could lead to a rise in rat infestations as they're being forced into the open by the floods.
So, how concerned should be about an increase in the numbers of these unwelcome visitors? Rats pose a serious health risk to people and pets. They carry diseases such as salmonella, Weil's disease and E. coli.
And they can cause damage to property, including chewing through electricity cables. And it's estimated that there are over 50 million brown rats living in the UK. Figures like that always make me a little bit squeamish. Joining us now is Steve McGrail, who owns a pest control company. You're a rat expert, aren't you?
Good morning, Louise. Yes.
Morning. Tell us how bad this is. So what, floods happen and rats find a home in people's homes, do they?
Well, effectively, when you get flooded drainage systems, rats have got two choices. They're either going to drown or come to the surface. Now, what you will find is with defects in drains, rats will then basically, vacate your sewage system and then ingress into properties from there. Okay.
So you're seeing this evidence quite a bit in domestic homes all over the place?
Yeah, domestic, commercial, rats are opportunists, so evidently if there's an opportunity for ingressing into a property, rats will do that. That's obviously if there's any opportunities via open cavities, ill-fitting doors. They'll basically exploit that and in they go.
Okay, so how do you know that you've got rats in your house? Because you see them literally, and that's when you've got a big problem, is it?
Yeah, you would see them, you'd hear them, but unfortunately, you would hear them, but unfortunately what you tend to find is people will basically phone us and say we've got a rat problem or we've got a rat. It's not the case. No, it's not the case. When we get there, they're usually shocked by the amount of infestation that's actually going on.
So you talked about how they get in. I mean,
yes.
How do you stop them? I mean, my impression is the rats can kind of get in pretty much anywhere if they want to.
Yeah, they can chew through pretty much almost anything on most scale of hardness. A rat's tooth will register 7th. Obviously, diamonds first now. That's registering 7th for a rat's tooth now. Yeah, they will chew and gnaw through concrete, brick, any building substrate. However, the simple things you can actually do to prevent that is basically make sure your property is well proofed, no open cavities. If you have any remedial works done on the property externally, pipe work fitted, make sure it's sealed. Okay. Debris, refuse, anything like that's left outside, you need to remove it. Don't leave food debris. Basically.
Well, you're talking about bins outside.
Bins.
They'll be drawn to the property and then maybe go
yeah.
in.
Rats are great opportunities, as I've said. Effectively, food and harbourage, you give them two opportunities and rats will exploit that.
Okay, and they are pretty bad or can be very dangerous for your health, can they?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the worrying thing is at the minute, which we're seeing on these poor people like the likes of Staley Bridge and Ebden Bridge, etc., with the floods, there's an unseen killer there within the water, which you said before, Charlie, Weil's disease, leptospirosis, that's actively carried within water. And you're seeing these poor people, effectively trying to clear the houses and businesses, and what they're not really seeing is that potential killer within that water. It's a waterborne disease.
Can I ask you about the Mug's Guide to a difference between a mouse and a rat?
A what, sorry?
A Mug's Guide to a difference between a mouse and a rat.
Rats are a lot smaller than, sorry, I beg your pardon, mice are a lot smaller than rats. Don't confuse, mice with rats, a very different species altogether. A Mug's Guide is a rat's a lot larger.
Give me an idea, size-wise.
In what, rat size?
Biggest rats you've seen?
Rat size, basically, you can get up to anything up to, 12, 15 inches long. Mice, much smaller. Okay.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
See you again later when we've got questions for you too.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, if you haven't got any thoughts on that, do let us know if you've had experiences with rats in your home.
Now, pandas having